The other story that I want to hit today is not about Hunter Biden. Can we stop saying this is a Hunter Biden story? It's not. It's a Biden crime family story. And quite honestly,
maybe Pops, need a little help with some of the operations, You come to me today on the day of my daughter's wedding and tell me you're not bringing money from Moscow or China? As the head of this crime family, I just have to say,
What? What, Pop? It's a beautiful, beautiful story. The Biden crime family, let me give you the update here. Let's get things straight. This is not about Hunter Biden. It is not about his weird obsession with taking shirtless pictures or how much cocaine or hookers he's done. It's not even how he benefited financially from his dad being vice president. This story is not about Hunter Biden. This story is about Pops, the big guy. Plain and simple. Hunter's deals didn't just benefit Hunter. Joe was taking a cut of it as well. So let's stop calling it the Hunter Biden scandal or the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. It is the Biden crime family scandal. So let's look at the latest here. Rumors recently that Hunter Biden could be indicted for tax fraud. Over the past few weeks, prosecutors have made a good amount of progress that you're probably not hearing about. The Wall Street Journal has reported that according to people familiar with the matter, prosecutors from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Delaware are seeking information and grand jury testimony regarding money received by Hunter Biden from Burisma and how he used it. Prosecutors also interested in at least one associate of Hunter. Last month, they looked into his drug and alcohol use and his state of mind in 2019 and spending habits. According to sources, the prosecutors are exploring whether such activity would present a defense against a potential criminal tax case. In other words, I don't know what it's doing, I mean, you really think that I would pay to have sex with that woman? Maybe that's the defense. Can he get away with it? One former federal tax prosecutor spoke with the Wall Street Journal, noted it doesn't necessarily mean an indictment is imminent, but it is indicative of trying to lock in the testimony with an eye towards potential trial. Now, this is just the latest. Over the past year, prosecutors have called multiple associates of Hunter's and other witnesses, including that hot babe that he was having sex with in the hotel room.
I know. Everybody has pictures of them.
Hunter's business dealings are now back in the news. So is his laptop. But unlike in the fall of 2020, the media is no longer screaming conspiracy theory. They're not screaming anything about it. A few weeks ago, the New York Times even admitted that they had verified at least some of the materials allegedly found on it. And now an alleged copy of it has been entered into the records of Congress. Why? Well, during a hearing on the oversight of the FBI's cyber division, not cyborg, they're looking for the Terminator, I'm sure. The cyber division, they have things to do with computers and things called emails, etc. Congressman Gates from Florida asked the FBI assistant director, who would know nothing about this, he's only the assistant director, about the whereabouts of Hunter's laptop. The assistant director said, honestly, I don't know where it is. Now, let me ask you something. How many times have you said to yourself, I've got a really incriminating buttload of information on this laptop. It could change the course of history. And before you know it, you're like, where did I put that laptop? Did I leave it in my other pocket of my other coat? How many times, right? The FBI, I mean, they can't be held responsible for what? Chain of custody stuff. Who even knows what that is?
Well, Hunter Biden seemed to have misplaced his laptop. Maybe the FBI had the same issue. Maybe they dropped it off to a repair shop too.
Maybe they just had Hunter. You know what? We want to be very careful. You seem like a responsible drug addict. Here, would you just watch over this laptop? Maybe that's what happened to it. So moving on from the apparent admission that the FBI has no idea where the original copy of Hunter's laptop is, at least the media and Congress are acknowledging it somewhat. But notice, if you were watching the testimony, they are focusing on Hunter Biden's taxes and shirtless cocaine pictures. Yeah, I was doing blow in the belly of a hooker, man. Look at me. You know, that's somebody I want on my board of directors for my big oil company or my Chinese investment firm. Hey, look at me. Now, there's also alleged connections between Hunter and the U.S.-funded bioresearch labs in Ukraine. This might be something we want to find out about. Because this is one of the things that the government is like, I don't know anything about biological labs. Biological labs? Who's even heard of biological labs? What could possibly happen in a biological lab? Oh, I don't know. Russia is saying, we've got the problem with biological labs. It looks like America was doing all kinds of bad stuff in the basement of laboratory. And we clearly wouldn't do it in the basement. We'd do it right there in the kitchen. But I digress. It looks like Hunter Biden's Rosemont Seneca Investment Fund financed the Pentagon's military biological program in Ukraine. Oh, that is great. That is great. So now we got the Pentagon and Joe Biden going and saying, hey, you know what? We can't get the money. Why don't we just take some of this dirty money that my son has been getting from China and other places? But shh, we're not doing anything in China in a biological lab. Anyway, we'll get that money and we'll just spend it on the biological labs that nobody will ever find out about. That's right, Pops. I got mom all zipped. I'll tell you that right now. That's fantastic. Now, Russia has used this as a justification for its invasion of Ukraine. And has anybody else thought, gee, there just doesn't seem to be something right about this invasion thing? It seems like almost Joe Biden wants people to invade, wants Putin to do this, wants a war, wants him to be overthrown. Why? Well, certainly not because maybe Putin has evidence of, I don't know, the oligarchs buying him a new car. I mean, when I say Joe, they can drive. You're going to let me drive? No, they're not. We're not talking about Joe. We're talking about his son getting a new car from an oligarch, paid for by an oligarch in Russia. What's that all about? So that's generally what is out there now. Hunter's company was making investments for nefarious purposes. So says a fact checker. But whether Hunter actually knew where his company investment money was going or was too coked up to care, I don't know. I do know this. His dad was taking a cut of Hunter's money while he was in charge of America's relations as the vice president. But hold on. Let's not look there. That's another distraction. Did you hear that Donald Trump is asking for Vladimir Putin's help to take down Hunter Biden? That's a scandal. I don't know. I think we should ask all of these questions because our president is dirty. And again, it's not about the Hunter Biden laptop. Do we have the music again? Because
You come to me today on Wednesday, the day of a big special at 9 o'clock on Blaze TV. I'm sitting here in my jammies with my cat on my lap, petting my little pussy cat, and you're coming to me now saying all these kinds of things when I'm getting ready for the special about how the news is lying to all of us. What are you talking about? news is lying to us. The news isn't lying to us. Other people are lying to us. What evidence of money going to my dear son, Michael, whatever his name is? There's no evidence of that besides this laptop that now suddenly mysteriously disappears. What? I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked that it disappeared as you might be. I'm just saying, maybe you should stop asking questions. You know what I'm saying?
And there's your Biden crime family update for Wednesday.